Very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother Eric Braxton speaking to you all from his beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, the land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, this wonderful island country that is in the blue Caribbean Sea. In this part 28 video, where I left off in part 27, where I'm teaching you all, the people of Australia and the rest of the world, where I'm teaching you all about A.J. Miller, the man who is claiming to be a modern day reincarnation of Jesus Christ, and my dear sister, well, of course, A.J. Miller is my brother, but he's on the wrong path, and my dear sister, Mary Susan Locke, who he have deceived and fooled and make her believe that she had the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene, that woman who lived in the days of Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago. So I continue educating you all, brothers and sisters of Australia, and the members of his clique's cult, the disciples of A.J. Miller, his clique's bands of followers who are following him, who see him as the newfound king. They see A.J. Miller as the newfound God, Lord and Savior. They see him as the Messiah. They see him as the spiritual master. The cliques who are following A.J. Miller, they see him as the Messiah. They see him as the spiritual teacher. They see A.J. Miller as the spiritual newfound guru. In all these aspects, they are seeing A.J. Miller in that way. And of course, they are seeing him as Jesus Christ, because he is telling them that he's Jesus Christ reincarnated in this modern time, not knowing reincarnation is false. So, in spite of all that, brothers and sisters, the clique of followers, his bands of followers who are following him in Australia, the brothers and sisters, they continue to follow A.J. Miller in that foolish game that he is playing. Brothers and sisters, but what is important, I want to come back where I left off in part 27 in this part 28 video. Brothers and sisters, let me take you all back and refresh your memory on what I was saying. Part 28, part 27. If A.J. Miller's first wife was alive today in Australia with A.J. Miller, on Mary Susan Locke that be alive today, because in fact Mary Susan Locke is alive today in this month 2018 in Australia. And is that true? Now if A.J. Miller and his first wife didn't leave him and she was alive today, and A.J. Miller and his first wife was together, I won't put in all the facts to you all now. Mary Susan Locke would not be with A.J. Miller. A.J. Miller would not be having no sexual relationship with Mary Susan Locke. A.J. Miller would be with his wife. A.J. Miller would never tell Mary Susan Locke that she's the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. He'd never tell she that. Why? Because he with his wife and he have 2 sons with her. You see the difference? Because that wife that divorced him, let us just say she was alive today, A.J. Miller never tell her that she was the reincarnation of Mary Susan Locke down there. Now A.J. Miller's wife who divorced him, he never told her, before she divorced him, he never told her that she was the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. So all the time A.J. Miller was living with his first wife, before she divorced him, and no time A.J. Miller tell her that she was that woman down there 2,000 years ago, Mary Magdalene. Why did not A.J. Miller tell his wife, the first wife, before she divorced him? Why A.J. Miller did not tell her, you know, you are my true soulmate. I did marry you 2,000 years ago when I was upon earth, and you are Mary Magdalene, reincarnate. He never told that woman that. That woman lived with him and divorced him. But when he was single for about 6 or 7 years, he started to get lonelier. Now, his wife divorced him. Is she still in his life? No, she are outside his life. She are no longer in the pitié. But you know, as men, our sexual urge, we could control it for a period of time. And you all men will agree with me with that. Even the women will agree with us for that. As a man, you could control your sexual urge for a period of time, 6 months, a year, etc. He have controlled his sexual urge for about 6 years. never having sex. But how long can A.J. Miller keep up that? So he need a new woman in his life now because his wife have divorced him. So he need a new woman in his life. And unfortunately, well, he found Mary Susan Locke. And he started a teacher and a graduate, a doctrinator, and tell her, you know, you are my soul. You are my true soulmate. You are the woman who I lived with 2,000 years ago and married as Mary Magdalene in the Bible. And she said, well, I's Mary Magdalene, but I never see myself as Mary Magdalene. How come you telling me that? Yeah, now he telling Mary Susan Locke, well, I'm Jesus Christ reincarnate back again in Australia. And I did live with you when you was alive 2,000 years ago. And she started to ponder, now, this man is only fooling me or what? What he telling me is true? True or false? Then she started to think and he started to doctrinate her. And unfortunately, she have fully accept now and she are going along with him in his program that she are the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. You see the scheme that he have fooled her with? You see the scheme that he have played palm off on her? Yes, my dear friend. Why did not A.J. Miller tell the first wife that? Who divorced her? Divorced him. She lived all the years with A.J. Miller and he never told her that. I want you all to think very carefully what I say. But none of you all is not looking at that. And since I, Eric Braxton, are looking at that and educating you all on the facts, now you all have a second opinion now and say, you know, what this fella is saying is true. We never think about that. At least he's bringing facts to us. And he's educating us. And he's teaching us in these videos, these facts. Because I'm presenting the facts to you all at the table, up in all your face, so that you all will not miss it. Brothers and sisters. Now, brothers and sisters, since I've recorded this video, I want Mary Susan Locke. If she happened to see this video, anybody see this video, please mention it to Mary Susan Locke. If you see she in the Go Street, if you see she in a car, tell her, there's on YouTube, there's a fella by the name of Eric Braxton. He's from Trinidad and Tobago. He have recorded a few videos concerning you. I want you to spend time and watch these videos and hear what he's saying. At least watch what he's saying. Then Mary Locke will say, you know what, this fella is true. If A.J. Miller was alive, if his first wife was currently alive with A.J. Miller, if they didn't divorce, I would not be in the life of A.J. Miller. Then Mary Locke will start to think, and she will recognize that A.J. Miller, is just taking me for a ride in a silly, foolish game that he is playing. She will come to that realization. Mary Susan Locke will come to the realization that A.J. Miller have falsely indoctrinated me. But I am going along with he sincerely, innocent as an innocent lamb. And he is taking advantage on me with that deception. And I have fallen victim to it. And I am living out a lie. He is only taking me on that foolish, nonsensical game ride that he is playing with me. Because if his first wife was alive with him in Australia today, I would not be with him. And I will not be a second wife married with him, living in the house with the first wife. She will not put up with that. Because if A.J. Miller come to her and tell her that A.J. Miller tell her, you know, I found my true soulmate. The woman is Mary Susan Locke. She is living down the road, or she living in Melbourne. And I'm inviting her to come to see you. A.J. Miller's wife will say, don't bring that woman here. I am your married wife. I have 2 sons with you. What you bringing that woman here? We are married. You are my husband. She will not put up with that. And A.J. Miller know that. Mary Magdalene, Mary Susan Locke. What I am saying is true? Let us take your example now, Mary Susan Locke, and see if you will not think the same way like how A.J. Miller's wife that think. Classic example, Mary Susan Locke. I want this one to use this as an example to the people of Australia, that you all will see now that this little Christian boy, Eric Braxton, is not a no so-called nonsensical, foolish game. So listen to the facts now. Mary Susan Locke. Mary Susan Locke, you are living with A.J. Miller currently now. If any other woman come to you now and say, we love AJ Miller, in spite you are married to him, and in spite you accept the claim that AJ Miller have told you, but I love AJ Miller and I want to be married with him and live with him just like you. Will you, Susan Susan Locke, will you put up with that? Will you allow that woman to marry AJ Miller and both only living with him? So he will have a second woman in his life along with you? Mary Susan Locke, you will not accept that. The same way how AJ Miller, first wife, will not accept that. You will not accept that. Am I on game? I'm not on no game. I'm telling you all the facts. You, Mary Susan Locke, will not accept that. You will tell AJ Miller, do not accept that woman. You will tell AJ Miller that I am living with you. You is my husband and we are living together. You will tell AJ Miller, that woman do not love you. She just want to come in our lives to mess up our marriage. That is exactly what you will tell her. Mary Susan Locke. Well, Mary Susan Locke is the same way AJ Miller, first wife. If she did come on, if AJ Miller wife did hear that news, if she was alive today, that's as an example, if AJ Miller wife did hear that news, if she was alive today, that AJ Miller was seeing you, she'd have be thinking the same way what you're saying, and she'd have tell AJ Miller, you see that woman that you're seeing down the road, Mary Susan Locke, don't bring her in that marriage. She only using you conveniently. When that woman, Mary Susan Locke, come in our marriage, she only coming to mash up the marriage to get rid of me and stay with you. Am I making sense, Mary Susan Locke? Think about it. Then you will see the foolish game that AJ Miller is playing upon you, my dear brother, my dear little sister. So wake up time for you and come to that reality. And I've ended the video on that note. May the grace of God be with you and with me and with the human family from this day forth and forevermore. Shalom, peace. See you all in the next video soon. Bye bye, my friends.